I had conversations with a few people about, trying to find out why he wasn't showing up to rehearsals.
One of those people was Randy Phillips,
Yes,
Paul Gongaware,
yes,
Frank Leo.
probably not Frank.
Mr. Ortega, in your email, when you talk about it would break his heart if we pulled the plug, is this a conversation that you had with Randy Phillips, or that Randy Phillips had with you about pulling the plug?
No, it was based on me as the director of the production, sir, having real concerns that, real questions as to whether or not we were going to be able to make the goals without Michael.
If the plug had been pulled on Michael Jackson, what impact would it have on him personally?
Well, I think creatively he would have been devastated if he really wanted to do this tour.
What about professionally?
Professionally, I'm sure it would have not been a good thing.
Michael Jackson, when was you said you worked on the Dangerous tour with Michael
Yes.
Jackson. And what year was that?
1991,
And you also worked on the History tour.
yes.
And what year was that?
96 approximately.
To your knowledge, did Michael Jackson have any tours after the History tour?
I know he did perform in a New York engagement. I don't think he had any tours, but I believe that he performed on an occasion, once or twice.
So the last time that Michael Jackson had a series of shows, a tour, so to speak, was in 1996?
Was the History tour.
You talked about Michael Jackson being involved in the production of This Is It. Is that correct?
Yes,
He was not just involved, he was very involved in the production, correct?
yes,
He wasn't just co-choreographer or co-director in name only. It wasn't an honorary title, right?
no,
He was intimately involved in the decision-making.
yes.
In fact, you mentioned a particular, was it a 3D effect that he himself had come up with? Is that right? It was
Yes.
his idea.
I don't know if it was his idea, but it came to me from Michael.
But you had never even seen it used before in a stage show.
No,
That was his idea. Would it be fair to say that he was involved?
I don't know if that's a question or a comment.
Thank you. Would it be fair to say that Michael Jackson was involved in all of the effects that were involved in the show?
are you talking about 3D effects?
No, did he have a hand in all of the effects,
Oh,
the ideas,
Yes, absolutely.
certainly the choreography,
Yes,
the songs?
yes,
He was the boss.
yes,
It was his show.
yes.
And he told you that this was his time. This was it for him. Is that right?
Yes,
And what you understood him to mean by that is he understood the historical significance of what he was about to do.
yes.
You had mentioned that at the conclusion of these shows, that Michael Jackson was planning movies. Is that
Yes.
right? And at the conclusion of these shows, you had discussed with him taking the show on the road, taking it on tour.
He had talked about it, yes.
That was something you had talked about.
He talked to me about it.
That was his plan.
Yes, it's hope.
Okay. On the June 19th rehearsal, would it be fair to say that Jackson's condition scared you?
Yes,
Had you ever seen him that way before?
no,
On any occasion during the rehearsals for This Is It, did it ever strike you that Michael Jackson might have been on drugs? Might have been drugged?
yes,